Hi, shalom everyone. Continuing these tours of Israel over here. We're in central Ramat Beit Shemesh Aleph. Now we're going to the famous street of Nahal Sorek over here in the city. We're just behind me is Americas. Let's look at some scenes over here. This is Americas Ramat Aleph all the way down there. This is a famous Nachal Kishon street that goes up and down two different ways. And now we are going to walk around the street, a famous street called Nakal Sur over here. You can see the sign over here. It says Nakal Sorek. Many places. Let's enjoy and explore. Now there's synagogues all over here. There's a synagogue called Lev Eliyahu. Right, it happens to be a very, very big synagogue with many different minyanim. Let's check this out. Now this is something called a Geniza, where you put holy articles and they bury them over here. These big blue containers are. It's a main street in itself. Now we haven't been around here per se as a tour in this series. So this is a large synagogue. There's multiple synagogues inside here. Lev Eliyahu, that's the first one. I've got another synagogue on my right over here. Happens to be a very hot weather at the time I'm recording this. Here, according to some city of Beit Shemesh, they've got like a vending machine here. This is Birkat Shmuel synagogue. I think of Rav Shmuel Elimelech Brown. Okay, let's continue walking here. Now on our right, we've got something called the mikveh, spiritual bath over here. And this is another big synagogue, Shevet HaLevi. So you've got about 5 synagogues all in one corner, basically. Maybe 5, maybe even 6. Now there's 2 large Sephardi synagogues here. One's called the Chesed L'Shaul Torah Center. We actually recorded with the rabbi there. And there's Zchut Avot, another large Sephardi synagogue. Very beautifully decorated, these synagogues are. As we're going to walk up this street now, friends, as we're touring the city of Beit Shemesh. Okay, this is interesting. So it's a very nice road as you walk down. A lot of nice houses. Look at the trees, nature of Israel. There's synagogues here. There's a shivot. I'm just going to put my specs on. It's just a very, very hot day. And let's continue. As we're walking up this famous Sorek Street here in Ramat Beit Shemesh Aleph. Now on our right, first of all, I think we've got a furniture warehouse just over here somewhere. Now this place on the right, this building on my right, is called the Boston Synagogue. It is. Now let's just look at some more scenes, residential street scenes. I think there's a yeshiva inside, the Beit Midrash Boston. Happens to be over here. I think it's through there. It's in the Nahal Sorek street. Look at this beautiful palm. Yeah, so this is Nakal Sur. Now we're going to have a road. We're approaching a street called Nahal Uriah over here. What's important, there's a nice park over here on our left. We're not going to go inside per se. On our left there's a very, very large park. If you look down there, this park, I think, leads eventually, has an entrance to the Americas also. Let's keep going. So these places have like bulletin boards, different adverts when especially rabbis come to speak, and of different kindness organizations. Now this road on the left is going to be Nahal Uriah here. On the first street in Ramat Beit Shemesh, I believe this happens to be, which is actually made over here. This street, another park over here. This road on my right is called Nahal Mishmar. Now I think in this road there happens to be a Yemenite synagogue. I'm not too sure which one it is. There's a Tiferet Chaim synagogue on my right that we're going to approach now. Synagogue here on my right is Tiferet Chaim. It's a large synagogue. A lot of Anglos. I think there's a Simcha hall on the bottom over here also. Friends, if anyone's coming in, we are just walking and touring the Sorek Street here in the city of Beit Shemesh. We happen to be there's many roads off this road specifically. We just went past Nahal Uriah And on my left we're going to have a road called Nahal Mika, or Micha. There's a barber here, there's a braces place here, or a dental place. Now over here on my right, we have a school called Ahavat Yisrael, which I believe is a girls' school. It's a large campus. They usually do a big event for Yom Yerushalayim, Jerusalem Day, for the community and for the school itself. This is Nachal Mika. Happens to be a stationery store right next door. I think the office of the Kupat Shel Tzedakah of Beit Shemesh happens to be in this area. It's a side place, respectively. That's a stationery store. As we're exploring the city of Beit Shemesh in Nahal Sorek, famous road over here, you can see the archaeology. I believe there's a large school right on top of this hill called Sha'alei Torah, a national religious school, large school, very, very nice building. Actually, I know some of various American Israeli camps are actually based there partly. Up that hill there's other sport halls. I'm actually walking uphill, so hence I might sound a bit of out of breath. Now there's a school called Mishkanot Da'at, I think, over here. It's actually covered. You can see, it looks like there's an archaeological hill just up there on my left of the area, which is very interesting. I think there's a synagogue also, that caravan is. So that's a beautiful campus this school has. You might, yeah, this is the school Sha'alei Torah just up there. As we're walking up here on this tour of the city of Beit Shemesh, let's get another angle of the street from that side as we continue. We've got a synagogue here called Simchat Chayim. Now the Sephardi synagogue. I actually come here, especially on Sukkot sometimes, to shacharit. Very nice synagogue. There's no shortage of content here. So much fantastic chesed and kindness work. Up there's an Olam Sports on my left also. A big sports centre, a hall. And this is the Kikar, the roundabout of Ezrat Achim. Ezrat Achim is a chesed, a kindness organisation that also provides medical supplies, and they provide doctors. This is the centre itself, Ezrat Achim. I think it's closed at the moment, they're doing refurbishing, but there's other branches, I think, in the city of Beit Shemesh. Now this road, if you go straight on, it's something called Nachal Lachish, a very large road, many synagogues, residential, yeshivot, and it bends round to the other side. It's another, you have the Kikar Ezrat Achim. They've got a Hakshiva Centre up there, the Neighbour Centre. They do it's another organisation with a lot of great work. This is the roundabout again. We're walking uphill actually. So through this in the hot weather, it was a bit challenging, but I thought, why not? This is a Sorek street. We're going to have a supermarket very near here. As we're going to walk towards the Dolev Street area as we progress this tour of the area. This is still the Sorek Street. Now you've got a supermarket here, just on my right. There's the inner city buses. Now on my right, we're going to walk past a street called the Nachshon Street over here. We'll just take a short half-minute break as we this street is another street, the Nachshon Street, with a lot of synagogues. Sort of importance. I love this tree at the entrance. I think there's a park at the bottom. There's a few synagogues right at the bottom, I believe, also. As we walk up, we're now walking towards an entrance of the famous Ayalon Park. Eventually this leads up to Nakal Sur. Dolev is obviously one of the most popular streets in the city of Beit Shemesh over here. Let's get another view of the other side of Sorek. Anyone that's looking to make Aliyah, please send me an email, and I will be happy to answer any questions within regards to the different videos and the different areas we are recording. Friends, anyone tuning in, we are in the street called the Sorek Street here in the city of Beit Shemesh. There's a long road which is like a bridge between Nakal Sur area, Nahal Ayalon, and America's a shopping area of Ramat Beit Shemesh. You can see there's now a small park, possibly some archaeology also. There's a lot of camps running in the city at the moment. Now this is the other side. Remember the street Lachish we mentioned 4 or 5 minutes ago, where this is the entrance to the street, and the other place was like the outside part of the street, or the other way out of the street, or inside the street, whichever way you're coming from. And over there, looking over there, is a beautiful Ayalon Park on the right, which we also did a tour of not so long ago. Okay, you've got another park here. What a beautiful city, what a beautiful country. This is the Lachish Street, another entrance. It's inner city buses. There's no shortage of content, friends. A lot of greenery here. One of my friends told me this is like a countryside area of Israel in a way. This is amazing. Friends, we're walking all over Beit Shemesh. Okay, now you've got an entrance to the Ayalon Park from here, from these stairs. What a beautiful corner this is, with the nature of Israel, the plants of Israel. This is like the Ayalon Park, just from another view, a bird's eye view. The sprinklers are going. This is more hilltops over here, and it looks beautiful. Oh, you can see a nice lorry with an Israeli flag over there also. Watch this view, friends, of the Ayalon Park. It looks stunning. It's just the entrance to the park, almost picturesque. This is. It's now we're at the top of this Sorek Street. As we've walked all the way up, thank God. This beautiful area of Beit Shemesh. A lot of content, but just a regular residential street. Now over here you've got another park. Down, if you go on your left, you've got Nakal Sur. You've got another nice musical park over there on your left. You've got the Kikar Zvulun, the Zvulun roundabout, and then you come into Nachal Raphaim with a lot more content over here, friends. So I think on this note we will call it a day. Hope you enjoyed it. Anyone looking for Aliyah or anything, please let me know. I'll be glad to help. Wish you all a fantastic day, friends, and be well. I'm Yisrael Chai. Thanks everyone for watching.